everybody, welcome back to the channel. I got a brand new video for y'all, and I'm recording this during the daytime. It's kind of unusual for me because I'm in school and whatnot, but I gotta get this out because, it was a pretty important night yesterday, and I have to address some of these things. So, what I'd like to say before that is I appreciate all y'all's support. We're at almost 100 subscribers, so just get the last 10, man. Let's get it. Then we can set the next goal. But yeah, that was an interesting debate. So I've been looking at Twitter or X, sorry, last night and over the last night and today as well. And I don't know, man. It's interesting because it's weird because X is like more so Republican leaning for the most part. So I don't really know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing for Republicans, but if you look at all the not the polls necessarily, they're not official polls, but they're essentially like Twitter polls, and people ask the question, who do you think won the election? Or the debate, sorry. And in each one of them almost, I looked at them for real because I saw it on Trump's story on Instagram and I didn't think this was real. Then I looked at it on X and he actually was winning in some of those polls. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's good. That's good for him because I do believe that he won, frankly. I think he won the debate, and I think he did a really good job yesterday. There were some moments that are going to get clipped and whatever. The eating the dogs and the pets, that's definitely going to get clipped. That's going to be one that Democrats are going to fill day with. Oh, I actually put pen as blue, but pen is not blue. Keep that in mind. Okay, pen is not blue. But yeah, so I saw that get clipped and shared all over the place. And people are having fun with it. I mean, it's not. It is kind of funny, the way he said it. They're eating dogs, they're eating pets, and that kind of stuff. That was kind of funny, but I don't know if they actually are. But yeah, if we look at 538 right here, start off again with Nevada, because we love Nevada. So Nevada did not have this debate there, and yeah, Trump is winning. So Trump is winning Nevada. Um, Not really surprised by that. Again, he's been leading Nevada for a while. Harris is losing the lead in Nevada. Probably will lose even more, to be honest with you, just based on the performance yesterday. Nevada as well. Harris is leading 1 point. This is a CNN poll. Okay, this is a SSRS, but that's still affiliated with CNN. Harris is leading, apparently. But just keep in mind, it's within a point. So I will give this one to Trump again, just like I did last time. And the reason for that is because I've been saying this for a while. Nevada is one of those states that's been trending red. But yeah, I think it'll go to Trump. Arizona, wow. He's up five. He's up five. 5 points. But then you have this one, which is complete BS, frankly. It says 48-48. That's ridiculous. This is a CNN poll, by the way, that said he's up five. But if we look at 530, which I tend to believe 530 more so, he's up one. But then again, if you actually look at the polling averages, I don't know why it's not showing up, but if you look at the polling averages, Trump has been steadily increasing his lead in Arizona. So I think Arizona will as well go to Republican. Again, I've been saying for a while Arizona will go to Republicans because it's one of those states that has always historically been Republican. It became a toss up last time, just out of a fluke. I mean, some people have theories as to why that was the case, but I'm not going to discuss that right now. But yeah, I mean Arizona. Let's be honest, it's probably going to go Republican. I'd be really surprised if it didn't. So right now, where it stands at 245 to 236. So also keep in mind, I actually put pen for blue. I'm gonna talk about what Pennsylvania will do because the debate was actually held in Pennsylvania, so it was a pretty important moment for them. And the big issue, I'll actually talk about Pennsylvania now. The big issue with Pennsylvania is fracking. People in Pennsylvania, Western Pennsylvania especially, they think that fracking is a huge issue. And they voted for Trump in 2016. They voted for Biden and Harris in 2020. But Penn has become a solid swing state. And if you look at the polls here, it's even. Dead tied, 45-45 in Penn. Um, if we go back though, Harris is up +3 on the 8th, so 2 nights before the debate. And then we go all the way back, Trump was winning. But I do think, I'll look at the New York Times one as well. Harris has been losing her lead. She was probably at about 49 to 48 at one point, but now it's 48-48, probably within zero point 0.1 points in that poll. And then if we look at Penn, it's dead tied. Pennsylvania will go to Republicans. There's many reasons for that, but the main one is fracking. The other one is the fact that the little assassination attempt took place in Pennsylvania. I forgot what the city's name was, but it literally took place in that state. So people remember that. It's very fresh in their minds, and they know what happened. And they don't like the Harris Biden policies, and they're not a fan of them. They don't think they've been helping them at all for the middle class in Pennsylvania. So I think they're pretty disgruntled by that. Now, if we look at Virginia, I want to talk about Virginia for a second because Virginia is one of those states that, yeah, I mean, it says Harris plus 8, but I just don't believe it. I don't really believe it because Virginia has been trending red. And I think, honestly, Virginia cannot be known as a secure Harris state because it's not. I don't think it is. And I think Virginia could definitely be a toss up. Now, I won't say for sure that it'll go to Trump because I think that's a bit premature. Um, but if we're looking at some of these states, Virginia could definitely maybe be a toss up eventually if Trump really makes a lot of ground. I also heard New Hampshire. A lot of people are saying New Hampshire. Some people are saying New Mexico. I'm not really convinced by that. But yeah, this could definitely go red. I wouldn't be surprised. So now let's move on to North Carolina, Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin. So last time I think I gave Trump all four of those. Um, and I'll just go over my reasoning as to why I would do this for each one of them. But for Georgia, if we look at Georgia again, it's another state that frankly was really close in 2020. 48 to 47 according to CNN. If we look at here at New York Times, Trump is actually up in Georgia for the first time in a while. Not in a while, but they were tied pretty much for a long time. And he finally overtook Harris. She kind of dipped a bit in Georgia, even though she's been doing a lot of stuff in Georgia. She's been doing a lot of rallies and all that kind of stuff. Really been focusing on Georgia. And Trump also did the debate against Biden in Georgia in June. And then if we look at 538, it is literally dead tied 50-50. Yeah, you never really see that, but it is dead tied 50-50. So, with that being said, again, I just don't see how Georgia can go to Democrats. I don't see it. I don't see it. And that alone secures the presidency for Trump. He doesn't even need to win the other states. Those are just like bonus points. But this is like this state, Georgia or North Carolina, and even Michigan actually, because it was only 15 that he needed, because he would have been at 255. Yeah, so he only needed a 15 electoral votes state minimum. So yeah, Georgia, Michigan, North Carolina does the job, or a combination of Wisconsin, Michigan, or whatever it may be. He gets the job done. He gets it done, and it's a pretty easy victory for him if you consider it that way. And based on the polls, I mean, if you're looking at the debate yesterday and you're watching that and you're thinking, oh, okay, well, it was a close one, but I think Trump sort of edged her out. If you're a swing state voter, you're probably liking what Trump said. You're probably thinking, okay, I could get behind this because Harris, the amount of issues she's flip-flopped on. By the way, I just want to go to Wisconsin for 1 second. Wisconsin, she is leading by two, and this poll, yeah, by three. I will give Wisconsin to Harris just because, yeah, 6 points. Look, I could definitely see Wisconsin get shifted to Republicans, but I just think at the moment it's very hard for him to win Wisconsin right away. Like right now, if there was an election today, he would probably lose Wisconsin and she would win. So I don't think, like, if we're basing on current projections, I don't think he will win Wisconsin. Um, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. He still won the presidency at the end of the day, so it doesn't really matter if he wins Wisconsin or not. If we look at Michigan, she's up by three. Michigan's an interesting one because Michigan is one of those. If you look here, yeah, 2 points. Michigan is one of those where you look at it, 5 points. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous. But anyways, Michigan voted for Trump in 2016. They voted for Biden in 2020. It's a swing state. It's one of those states that needs to be won by Harris. There's a large Arab population in Michigan. There's also a large Republican contingency as well in Michigan. There's a large support for Republicans in Michigan. So I think it'd be unwise to say that Michigan is going to go to Harris because if you look at the current projection, if they see these results, Michigan is going red. I can assure you. I can assure you. And based on the policies that Trump had, he was very supportive of Michigan. Keep in mind, Harris did get the what's his name? UAW. I think it was the UAW guy. He got his endorsement. But Trump will bring back the jobs to Michigan, and they really like to hear that. And I think that's something that they really care about right now, especially as Harris and the Democrats have a very globalist agenda, which frankly favors outsourcing. If we look at North Carolina again, North Carolina, I don't know why people are even making this a big deal. North Carolina's Republican. Yeah, she's leading apparently according to the New York Times. That's completely baloney. I don't believe that at all. Harris plus one. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna bother talking about that because North Carolina is 100% going to Trump. North Carolina is a Trump stronghold. There is no doubt about it, and I can assure you, there is no Democrat that can win in North Carolina against Trump. I can assure you that right now. They could have had the best Democrat possible, and they still wouldn't have won against Trump. But yeah, here's my prediction, guys: 302 to 236. If I'm a Republican, again, I'm jumping up and down. This is really good. You got over 300. That's all that really matters. I mean, obviously you only need over 270, but if you get over 300, that's a pretty solid margin. And I mean, pretty much swept the whole South. Um, if he got Virginia, that'd be really good for him. And if he got Wisconsin, that'd be even better. If he definitely got Virginia, that would be even bigger. But I think if you're looking at this alone, I mean, this is awesome. This is a really good map for Republicans. And I'd be very happy if this was the result in the election if I were a Republican. With that being said, I do think there's ground to be gained. I think she could definitely flip Michigan, potentially. I don't think she'll flip Penn. I think she may be able to flip Georgia. She may be able to flip Nevada. And that gives her the presidency, but at the same token, current indications and trends, and just frankly the sentiment in those states does not suggest that. And it seems like Trump is going to win, man. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I really appreciate y'all's support. And yeah, I'm gonna keep these videos coming out, man. We're gonna make more and more. It's heating up. It's only 56 days, I think, until the election. So keep posted. Let's get the 100 subs, and then we'll keep making more videos, and we'll be making as much content as we can. See y'all in the next one.